So a lot of people have asked what's been going on with our 29 Palms project. They want an update on the renovations, where we're at, what's happening. And here's what I can tell you. In the words of the late, great Gwen Guthrie, ain't nothing going on but the rent. See, our enthusiasm ran smack dab into reality and took a butt whooping. And each month as I write the check for the mortgage, I know what my wife is thinking in the back of her head. So what's really going on with this house that we are paying for that is just sitting there empty in the desert? Well, it's complicated, but here's a simple explanation. We can't find a contractor. And I know you're like, what? No, seriously, we can't find a contractor.
This is your best calling card.
We thought it would be so easy, and we interviewed a couple of contractors.
So we just talked about concrete versus an affordable wood.
Hey, we get some bids, we choose one, we start the work. But those guys disappeared like space ghosts. I literally was losing my mind and real money, but there were factors at play here. Let me explain. First of all, the 29 Palms market has literally exploded over the last year. The average daily rate for a vacation rental has jumped 113% during the pandemic. That translates to lots of people trying to buy in the desert, which translates into lots of work for contractors. And here's the thing, if they flake on me, it's all good because there's always somebody else or their own project that they're doing. Secondly, there is a serious shortage on materials. The price of lumber, windows, and other things has literally shot through the roof. The price of lumber alone went up 250% during the pandemic because lumber mills cut back production just as the number of home improvement projects jumped dramatically. So the supply chain for all the goods we need for our renovation is all jacked up. So the house has just been sitting there, and Broderick and I are getting a little nervous because we know our wives are just looking and they're thinking.
They don't know what they're doing.
So we knew we had to get back down to the desert. We had to get our mojo back. We had to get this project moving forward again. So there are two things that we really wanted to find out. One, could we find a contractor who really was going to do the work? And number two, how much were we going to get hit for on the pool? Because just look at it. We were initially told that to fix this pool, now that we had let it lapse, our bad, it was going to cost us about $50,000. Now, Broderick had his pool guy, Juan Morales, come out because Juan is a straight shooter and he would tell us exactly what we needed to do and how much it would cost. Drum roll, please.
What I'll end up doing is, when I come out in the truck, we just pressure test the lines, just make sure everything's holding, we're fine. Looks fun. Yeah, looks fun.
So the verdict with the pool, clean it, fill it, and an automatic cover. All in all, less than 20,000 bucks. Once again, hope is alive.
Love to replace those windows.
So we met with two contractors, and the reason I'm not giving names to everybody is because you know what? We haven't signed a contract with them yet.
The only question I have is, since this is going to be open, do we want it to be a little longer?
But there is hope. They both seemed enthused. They both seemed competent. We like the other work they've done. So it looks like the project's going to move ahead. We're shooting for a September launch to the construction. We hope to be done by the end of October and in the mix. Now let me be honest. The vultures were circling. Our carcasses were laying there in the desert, ready to be picked clean. But you know what? We're back. We're back. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna finish this project. It ain't over.